guys, welcome back to Rusty Autoholic Garage, and this is the Langmuir Crossfire video part 3? Part 3. So, I think we have it set up. We're going to try our first cut. We're doing it on just some sheet metal I've had for years. We have designed something for the Kubota V2403, but we don't want to cut into the 3/8 inch steel, so we're going to try it on this really thin gauge, because that way we have a good prototype. I have a ton of this stuff, like 10 sheets, so if we screw some of it up, we burn through it, I'm not going to be upset. I don't have a ton of the 3/8. I actually only have that one plate. So the other thing, we have the water table, and they kept saying you need to put a anti-rust solution in there, and they didn't say what. So going through the forums, they actually said borax would work. So I'm going to pour some borax in here. We're going to put about 5 gallons in there. I've already poured about a ½ gallon in there just because I wanted to check for leaks. But anyway, I'm going to switch this over to time-lapse, and we're going to get water in it. We're going to set it up. We're going to set the torch height, and hopefully we're going to be cutting. Win. Okay, so this has been, what, 24 hours to cut that. The table itself is great. The Mach 3 was easy to set up.
Yep.
The break-in was great.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of AutoDesk by AutoCAD. And I really can't say anything bad about Langmuir.
Right.
I wish they would give us a written manual, because we spent at least 5 hours last night trying to export the G code that Mach 3 could read. And we did, just so we could do, like, and we didn't get this on camera, but we hooked a Sharpie up to, wow. That actually
lays in there good. Yeah,
he's in there perfectly. But yeah, we basically couldn't export this file, and that took us forever to figure out. And what it was one little step in one YouTube video, 10 seconds long, and we missed it. So we fought and fought and fought and fought to export this. Now, the other thing I hate about AutoCAD, they say check the log file. Now, I'll admit, I am a Mac person. I'm not a Windows person. And I was Mac before Mac became popular. Like, I remember OS 4, OS 5, OS 6, OS 7 was amazing. 8 was a dud. 9.1 was nice. So when I say I was a Mac person, I mean, my first computer was an Apple IIc. Not a Mac, an Apple IIc.
Okay.
With a black and green monitor.
Yeah.
Two-tone, 5 1/4 inch floppy.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a Windows person. Now, I've used Windows since 98 SE, which I still miss 98 SE. But anyway, that's beside the point. They say check the log file. They won't tell you where it is. It's not in the menu system. You can't look it online. And there's no C program files AutoCAD. It's like when it installed, it's like, I'm going to put a file here, a file here, a file here, a file here. There is no finding it.
Folder to go to.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was last night, and then we started at what? 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
We slept in. Yesterday was a long day. And it's now 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Awesome. 4 o'clock. And we finally cut. Now, there is no cutting guide metal chart for this plasma cutter. The two that Langmuir recommends for the Razor Cut 30 and 45. There are no guides, so we're having to guesstimate air pressure,
Yep.
amps,
Yep.
everything. Hence why we kept trying to recut over the same piece, but that was actually kind of a brilliant thing to do because it worked great.
Yeah. You busted through it.
You know, and the whole time we've been doing this, I keep saying, print. And we're not printing, we're cutting. But, no, there's going to be some trial and error with this. And I have a ton of these sheets. Like, I have like 10 or 12. So, a lot of the prototyping you're going to see done on this channel, I'm going to cut it out of this stuff first. And then I'll cut it out of the 3/8 or whatnot. And we've already kind of decided for the cross-member support, I'm going to go back there and get 3/16
Yeah.
inch. I mean, the 3/8 is overkill. Now, I don't think the 3/8 is overkill for the RPM sensor because of vibration. And I'm going to use that 3/8 for the exhaust adapter off the turbo to go into a round pipe. So we're still going to use it. It's not bad to have. I'm happy to have it.
Oh yeah.
But it works. And once you figure out the friggin' software, it's actually not that hard. But the one thing I also don't like is you can't save presets. So every time you import a design, because we're not doing the designs in AutoCAD. Ronnie here likes to use Design Spark Mechanical. That's what he's used to, and that's fine. We finally figured out how to import that. I'm a simpleton. I like Tinkercad. But I know how to do Tinkercad. I've done some neat stuff. I've designed stuff for the 3D printers that I've successfully printed with it. I did a mock-up of Project Peggy that I sent to you, actually.
Yeah.
And it's not like perfect, but it's rough dimensions on what it's going to be. So again, not perfect, but for what I can do with my limited ability, it works.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to design simple stuff now that I know how to import it. But yeah, overall, would I recommend this to a person that has their own garage? If you plan on doing a lot of car work that's non-stock, like if you're just going to do oil changes, brakes, you don't really need it. But if you're like me or Ronnie, where we do engine swaps, you know, I'm doing a diesel swap, and then I'm about to build a CJ2A, and I'm not going to a stock frame. I'm doing a custom-made frame with a custom engine, custom transmission. Yeah, this is gonna come in handy.
Very.
But really, this is also just good if you want to be able to build your own shelves. I mean, you want to build your own bumper. We've already realized, hey, we're gonna be able to make our own skid plates for the Wrangler. I mean, this is gonna be fantastic. Oh, you know what I just realized this would be great for? Patch panels.
Oh, for body work and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just
yeah.
perfect cut.
Yeah.
Round. That's actually going to work out really nice.
Lay it out on a piece of cardboard, then measure it and everything, draw the DFX file, and slice it out. Yeah, that'd be great.
So, overall, would I recommend this? I mean, it's expensive. Again, this is about $2,500, and this took. I ordered this in December. They told me it would ship in February. True to their word, it shipped like February 26th, but that's February.
Yeah.
But it got here in like 2 days. I actually had it before March. No, we got here sooner than that. I take that back. No, this got here mid-February. I'd have to look when I posted the other video. But, I mean, there is definitely a wait. But, you know, this is something we have talked about wanting for years because we do engine swaps and we do stuff like this. And if you're the kind of person that's not going to always run factory equipment, meaning, oh, hey, my transmission went bad, and you're not going to just go out and find the same transmission, you know, like the Camaro we did for Ronnie that has a 4L60E. Guess what? They came with a $700 R4. You know, no third-gen Camaro ever came with a 4L60E. So if you're going to do stuff like that, this is a lot of money. But I really think in the long term, this would save you a ton of money. Yeah. You know, the way I'm viewing it is, this cost me $2,600.
Well, tell the wife that.
Yeah. But, and it's a good thing we prototyped this because two of the holes didn't fit. The sensor hole actually works.
Straight behind.
Yep. The sensor hole worked great. Find a good one to do it. Oh, it goes this way. Like that fits in the slot and everything. We have nice adjustment. These two holes,
I missed it.
You know, but that's the nice thing. This metal's cheap. We have a ton of it. We can move it, just set the 0 point like here and cut right above it. So, you know, I'm probably gonna hang this on the wall because first cut.
Yeah.
But oh, and another thing we realized, and I realize I am going to be throwing someone under the bus, so I am not going to say where I bought this. I don't want to be in the business of trying to ruin someone, but I bought this heavy-duty adapter. I'm not going to tell you where I got it or anything, but we kind of realized at first we could replace this piece completely.
Yep.
And take this out and cut and weld our own piece, and that could be the cross member support that the bar is going to sit on. But the more we looked at this, you know, hold that a second, I'm going to get a close-up of it. This tube is on here like this, and furthermore, these holes, you can tell were not cut with a plasma cutter. They were like grinded or something. So what my thought process right now is design our own, cut it, weld it. Yeah, it's not pretty.
These are slots.
Yeah, I know. This we measured. It's an 1 3/4 pipe.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go get a piece of 1 3/4. We're gonna knock out this. I'm going to flatten that out on the bench grinder.
Yeah.
And we're gonna design our own.
Sure.
And it'll be stronger. Again, I'm not a welder, but I can make it strong.
Yeah. We'll clean up the whole piece a lot and make it look a little bit better.
And I think we're going to also reduce the amount of material we use. Where'd that Sharpie go?
Right behind the box there.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking about doing, and this is me just to kind of save material and weight, but I would come like that and like that. And that's not going to reduce the strength of this piece at all.
Should not. No.
Now, I would probably do a little bit of a more arc around this hole to give this hole a little bit more strength, but I wouldn't have any of that metal there. It just doesn't need to be there. So, but we'll use the bushings and we'll use that pin, but we're not going to use this. And the cross member, this is going to be an integral part. So instead of having a plate that bolts to this, the way you unhook the cross member will just be this huge bolt here. Yeah. So, but yeah, overall, would I recommend this? If you're going to do engine swaps or
any kind of custom work,
especially, and this isn't just a Jeep thing. This is, you're going to custom build a motor or custom swap a motor into really anything. Camaro, Ford, I mean anything. Import, domestic, whatever.
You need big brackets?
This it's a expense up front, but honestly, I feel it's worth it. So, would you agree?
Yeah. Yep.
So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Oh, sound like you were gonna say something. Okay, leave a comment down below. Give a thumbs up if you liked it. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing if you had. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.